Hey folks, good evening and welcome to a brand new series. This is the second time around, but it's the first time we are streaming a brand new series that is Assetto Corsa, my favorite game. Welcome one and all to this historic event in the IRC history. So I'm your host Kapile6, and tonight we begin our second Assetto Corsa Championship, which is around Imola with the RSS Formula 3. So we've got huge amount of participation this time around. Huge rampage to the point where we had to start kicking people out, saying, you know what, we don't have enough space, and you're going to be seeing that very soon. But hey, you can already hear the engines roaring in the background. So let's just dive right into it and talk over the session there. Okay then, so practice is pretty much ending. This does say 8 minutes, but let's just let's take a moment to reflect on where we are and what we're doing right now. Formula 3 Championship. Now this is right after our 90s DTM Championship that because of a lack of resources we could not stream, but hey, this time around the participation is immense. We've got 21 drivers, but it will definitely increase and to 23 because we've got a pit limit of 24 as of tonight. So 24 are the fastest races here in IRC for our new championship. So hey, we're just yes.
So couple, just a small thing. Your stream seems to be dropping frames. So can you check your OBS if you are dropping some frames in
It
middle?
definitely looks to be the case. Let me just quickly fix that.
Yes.
Apologies, Steam. Reduce my output. Oh wait, do I have to end stream for that?
Yes, you will have to end stream and then only you can change that setting.
Okay, we can do that. Just stand by, gentlemen.
Yeah, yeah. Just go to the game. I will have a look if it is all fine. Seems to be way better. Yep, you are all good to go. Small again, not yet. You are dropping frames at certain parts of the track. Like other parts are pretty smooth, but some parts are dropping a lot of frames. Uh, yeah, in the broadcast, it seems to be more choppier than when you are on board. So maybe you can try reducing the graphics settings to the least possible. Yes. Oh, yes. You might not be able to join back. Um, let's see. Yep.
Oh, looks like I was muted the entire time as well. So fantastic stuff. Okay, but I am going to be trying again. I'm going to be switching, just starting the game and reducing some settings because of the beautiful nature of Assetto Corsa. I have to go the long way around. So just bear with me. Until then, it's the end of the week. So a lot of fun events coming our way soon. No, we've got Silverstone. We had it yesterday. Superb, a lot of close action. I unfortunately had to drop out, but hey, I still finished in P2 in the championship. A little happy about that, but regardless of that, it's been a fantastic second season of Assetto Corsa Competizione. Lot more competition, a lot more adoption of the game. People getting used to it. People going out to different leagues, just getting their hands dirty with the game. It's got a lot to offer with the endurance racing, with the team racing, all of that. Just turning out to be an amazing, and it's been received really, really well in the community, and I'm really, really happy to see that. I will now reduce my settings if I can. No, doesn't look to be it. I think my game has crashed for whatever reason. Please bear with me. Um,
Also in OBS, can you just check if the below part, if it's showing any dropped frames,
it
or is
is,
it
it is, it is. I am reducing
then?
the
Yeah,
quality.
that yeah, then probably I think it's okay if we can go with 720p for the stream for now. We can
Uh,
figure it out later on.
Now just give me a moment. I just wanna limit frames for a bit and see what's what.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, we'll get back to it. Don't worry. There's a lot of action to come our way. Just yeah, bear with me. Okay, okay. I think it all looks good. Um, it would be awkward if it was not my game but my internet connection. Is it still dropping frames?
Can you just switch to the game? I will just confirm. Give me like 10 seconds.
I have to jump into it. Just
Yeah,
give me a moment. Let's see.
because in the game only we can check it properly. Since we cannot check in the still screen.
Yeah, so while we wait for the game to load, these are the settings on the right side. We've got 20% damage, just a little bit, to punish you for doing something wrong. We've got 50% tire wear and we've got 50% fuel rate. Just something to spice things up. We're not really looking to run out those tires. You do have soft, medium, and hards in the Formula 3 mod, so that's always fun to see. But yeah, qualifying has started. I mean, it has started for a while actually. And yeah, let's just jump into the action. I hope everything is fine right now because Masoom is, I think, ending his lap and abruptly stopping. Interesting. Russell starts off. He's in P1 right now. He has done a 131.1. Parikshit, a newcomer, he's done a 132.4. Masoom is done a 132.0. So the competition is tight. I mean, look at it. 8 10s. Yes, Russell is a banger on these Formula 3 mods, and it's kind of difficult to stop him. But still, a lot of fresh competition. People still just finding their way around the mod and the track in general. I did see a lot of folks just jumping into the action in the last minute. So quite a bit of traffic there as well. Because I'm a Batman, he's actually doing amazingly well and he's been caught off guard there. That's really unfortunate for him. But let's just stay on board with him. He is currently P3 on the medium tires, so he is the highest running medium tire as of right now. It's a close field. Kalra, our AC coordinator, not just doing his next lap there. Surya getting all out of shape. He did get into a little bit of trouble there. Moto, super fast F1 tier 1 driver, up there with the top 3 or 4, and he's on a flying lap. Let's stay on board with him. Let's actually go on the cockpit view, look at his that 5 minutes left into quali. How is the situation now? Is it any better? Uh,
Yep, everything seems to be fine now.
Fantastic. All right. And as you say that, he spun out. Moto is out, and we're gonna have to move on. A lot of cars, including myself, in the pits. Tan. Okay, that's an interesting name there. I'm just gonna call him Tan for the lack of a better word. He is ELK or Elk, and another new comer into the league. Yeah, OJ95 starts his lap and swiftly ends it there as well. Deepak Raj, our other coordinator, is on a flying lap. Let's stay on the third person view. We've got cars just left and right all over the circuit. But hey, he's not phased. He's on a flying lap right now. Not using all of the curbs, but it still has one more chance after this. But it's a difficult car to push hard on this on this track, and also a difficult car in general to drive. It's something that really takes a lot out of you, especially in a track which is so narrow like Imola. And you have to be on the limit. You can, with ABS, you can really brake late. You can saw him like hugely locking up there, but still on a good lap so far. He hasn't been able to put a valid one so far, taking it very, very, very wide there. Probably going to invalidate his lap there, but it is what it is. The color also not be able to make the most of it. Amit Kuti is on pole now, 131.1. That is, well, expected from him, the likes of him. He is one of our fastest Indians out there. And then we've got another spinning car. No shortage of action there because Batman is on another lap. For whatever reason, his lap time was deleted and he's moved down the field. He's now done a 1 minute 35 1, which is little unfortunate. I've switched onto the wrong cam. We'll go back into V Sharma AK because I'm Batman. Coming across the line. Will he improve? No, he does not. That's unfortunate. Stinky Sohail Shah is on it, and so is Amit Kuti. Surya, Mr. Monk 66, who's just out there on a flying lap. Let's sidetrack him for a bit and go on board Blaskowitz, aka Pranav. Now this man has some ridiculous pace, and as he did that, you saw Surya spun out just like Tsunoda did in the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix there. A very, very unfortunate sight indeed, but very, very clean and tidy lap by Pranav so far. Not hesitant to go, and you can really see they're pushing the limits so much. So this is great stuff from him. Of course, lost a little bit of time there, but still early days. Let's see if he can put out a stalking lap. He is going into Aqua Minerale. Little hesitant there, and Quais takes some lovely use of the curve there, judicious use if I may. Still keeping it nice and tidy into the chicane there, using all of the track. I mean, this is exactly what you want to see, pushing the edges of the racetrack. May have been a little too much. I can't really say. I haven't practiced on this track, so you will have to forgive me. And it does look like he is backing off for one last run. We will move away from him. Amit Kuti is just coming around the final corner as well. This might be his final lap? So actually, let's stay on board with him. He is in P1. Parikshit, wow, I didn't expect him to be so high up, but then again, I don't know him. But he's just 7 tenths behind Amit Kuti. That's brilliant stuff. Let's stay on board with our pole sitter right now. DRS switched off into turn 1. Very, very brilliant usage of curb there. Maximum use of the track. Maximum push on these Formula 3 cars. How will he do it into the next sweeping chicane right-hander? He goes quite wide. Very, very close to it. Oh, we've got Pranav who's botched his lap, and that's the end of his quali. We are in overtime right now. Hopefully there is enough time for Amit to get around. He did move a little slowly. I'm not sure if he's back out of it, but let's stay on board with him. Full lock left, going into the chicane. Sorry, the sweeping double right-hander coming up. Wow, that's very, very aggressive. Lot of oversteer there, but keeps it in track and keeps charging on through his lap. Let's see how he does on the chicane. Woohoo! That is some curb usage and then some. I believe that might have invalidated his lap, but let's wait and find out, because these guys do know how to get away with such things. This is something that they would have definitely tested in their practice sessions. We've been seeing drivers sweat it out all weekend long, and I wouldn't be surprised if Amit really knows the edges of track, because he is definitely in P1 right now. Coming across the line, unfortunately could not improve. Harry Rocks could not either. Shallow Lurk on a lap, quite getting wavy in the middle part or in the beginning of the lap. Let's wait for him to get back to us as we are going through a slew of cars who've already pitted because it is the end of the session. Surya, oh, let's stay on board with Baba. Now this man does love this car and does love this track. So he has been out for a while, let's hope that he is safe as well and comes back into the action. Oh, Surya just losing it, and that's the end of the session. It does really catch you off guard there, doesn't it? It is very, very annoying. Let's see what we can do. We've got 25 seconds to go. Just gotta chill down, take a breather. Don't forget to press drive. That's a very good comment from our coordinators. Very valuable advice. Definitely have seen other people. Definitely have seen other people just miss out because you get teleported onto the pits if you miss out to press drive before the start of the session. What is next? So for whatever reason, I'm in the back of the field, and what I'm going to do is, can I go back to the pits? I can't for whatever reason, so I'll have to, I am at the back end of it, so it's fine. Let's actually, I can't move. It's unfortunate. Anyway, so we've got 10 seconds to go. No DRS in lap 1, more and more valuable information, and someone's forgotten how to press drive, and we've got a couple of drive-throughs there, so many people going off. That is hilarious stuff there. Ignore the penalty on the top. We've got Amit Koti leading the pack. Woo, that's a lot of action there. We've got two cars flying, Bottas and Russell style, into turn 1, and now I believe it is Baba who leads. No, is that Stinky? That's Baba who's gone off in the distance. That's an F in chat for him. Parikshit is right behind him, and Stinky, oh wait, that's more damage going into the end of turn 3. Lot of cars just gaggling there. Another McLaren looking car also bites the dust. That could be Deepak Raj, and more and more and more and more contact. What is happening? This is not looking good, people. That is a flip and a half. What is going on? Oh boy, this is F3 racing, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are for it. Lots of cars flying up, getting whole loads of damage, and pretty much everyone walking away with it because of the minimal damage that we have. But Masoom getting caught off guard, Amit Koti, Surya, because I'm Batman. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. OJ being the worst caught, and Beast Slayer YT is also caught off guard. So Tanish easily gets a position there with the result of that. And he's going to say thank you very much and move on. Alright, back into the action. Looks like Stinky is our leader. He is going to be going across the line, finishing lap number 1. We've got 18 minutes. It's 2 races, 20 minutes each. So Stinky leads. Lap number 1 is kept it clean. Karish by in P2. Superb stuff. Then going side by side with Shalaluk. Oh wow, Shalaluk has made an insane start. Just stayed away from all the damage and he's moved up into P3. Woo, that's some superb stuff there. Parikshit now trying to fight. People are requesting to restart a session. Now I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. Or people will agree to it because it does require a high vote requirement there, but let's wait and find out because too many deaths there into the end of first sector. Voting has not been passed, so we carry on. Now Shalaluk has been quickly disposed by Parikshit, and Parikshit charges on. That was a very nice overtake indeed. So just moving back. Behind him is Amit Koti. He got caught off, got sent into the Shadow Realm at the end of turn 1, and he is now trying to make his way back into the battle. Aditya Patnaik also, everyone's faced it, so there's no point in actually telling me. But Rissel, yes, that was the car that I missed out. He was the biggest loser. He and Baba having the same livery, and I could probably say they are in the same team for whatever reason. More people requesting for restart of sessions. I don't know if that's going to be entertained still, but you've got to ignore that. Parikshit very close onto the back of Karish. Wow, this guy's got really great pace and he's already side by side with him and he gets the move done. Superb stuff.
Just an update, the coordinators have decided to not restart the race, so we'll carry on as it is.
Which is good. That is good to see. You know, it is racing, hard fought, however dirty it is IRC. You know, we are used to it. A lot of sideways action there from Karish, and he's really under threat now from Amit Kuti. Let's see how he gets it. Much better exit from him. Going side by side. No, thinks better of it. Still way too close for comfort there. Will he break later? Break equally. Getting compromise exit for both of them. Still side by side. Who gets the better exit? Now Masum is retired from the session and rejoined. And while I said that, Amit Kuti goes round the outside and moves up into P5. Superb stuff there. Into P3, my bad. Cool, yo. Alright, so behind we've got Aditya Patnaik now fighting, Rissel fighting against Aditya Patnaik, and as I say that Beast Slayer, a backmarker already, is quite a bit intervening into this battle. It is quite heating up as Rissel goes down the inside to protect it. Patnaik, will he get around the outside? A little bit of wheel banging there. But Rissel is able to get the move done and moves up into P7. Going up into the field again, things are slightly spreading out. Parikshit in P2 and Stinky way out ahead in P1. It's going to take a while for them to close the gap because it is around 9 seconds as of right now. So, well, having said that, Aditya Patnaik and Rissel are still paddling quite hard. Rissel does keep the position. While I say that, Shalalak has been pit maneuvered by Karish, and that's a very dirty way to keep a position, if I say so myself. Not the best of defensive or offensive moves there, and as a result, Shalalak has dropped down the field quite a bit. Super Bowl today is Sidhu. He's also with us tonight. Also rocking a very similar livery as to Babaji and Rissel. Having said that, Shalalak just super annoyed, he lost out, got damage, and one thing that does tend to happen with all that damage is that you superheat your tires. And before you know it, you've got no traction. Absolutely none at all. It becomes absolutely impossible to drive. And having said that, Deepak Raj, one of our AC coordinators, trying his best to keep it on track and get closer to his rival and other and server manager owner, my bad, is Aditya Kalra. So let's check back on them, how they fare a little later. Babaji again getting caught in a lot of incidents, and he has he's struggling out there, and that's all I can say, because I'm Batman has just made a beautiful move on Tanish. Tanish now just hopping on those curves, just jumping his way, trying to get back at V Sharma. We'll go side by side into the next left-hander. On the outside, will he get the grip? Not enough, because I'm Batman will keep the position and move up into P13. We're back. Now it's a little silent there, but Beast Slayer has gone really wide and affecting the race of OJ as well. He's gone into the grass for Pete's sake to get rid of Beast Slayer. Now, will this be a moment? No, he's gone off. He's just flown off the track. Will he? And he does tap him. Pinpoint target. Great precision there to take him out, but disgusting racing nonetheless. Beast Slayer is just swimming in his own turd while he gets lapped once again. Stinky now, still in the lead. What's the gap? Is increased, but Rissel, for a very interesting reason, now is in P4. Has he? Oh, we've got a car that is Stinky pitting right now. Why is that? I hope he doesn't leave for any reason. I don't know if he's got damage either because he was quite a bit ahead. I am struggling to see what's happening right now. Are people misjudging the fuel capacity? And oh, that was a big one. Aditya Kalra just spinning out in the last corner and pooping the wall very sweetly indeed. Babaji now getting closer and closer to him, so let's stay on board with him. You can see the car up in the distance as we wait for the cars to get closer. Let's hope and find out. So Stinky is in the session. He did just pit. I can only assume for either new tires or fuel, and he goes out once again in P13. Tanish still, with all that damage. I don't know how, but he's gotten ahead of because I'm Batman, and he's moved up into P12. Good stuff for him. Pranav P20 there, a lot of damage in the initial stages and really got caught off guard. Faizan in P19 behind him for some reason. And that's changed because of the very fact that Pranav is P18. So he does only update once a lap. So forgive me for making those mistakes over and over again. Just jumping back up the field again. Stinky now in P11 while we have B Slayer just missing the break and just takes sweet old time outside. Babaji in P10. I can only assume he's changing ever so often. Harry Rocks, he's been a slightly quiet driver in this race so far. I'm not really sure how else to describe his drive as of right now. But Shalaluk, being really caught off, he is ahead of Harry Rocks, that is true. But because of the dirty little moment, the cheeky yet dirty little moment that he had with Karish, resulted in a spin and just cooking his tires, and yeah, he's kind of fallen back. But Nayak in P6, now he's kept it quite clean. Sidhu, he's a great recovery drive from him. He was down in P9 at one point in time, so he's already moved up into P5. So cool stuff from him. Cool indeed. Let's actually get on to a battle here because we've got Surya, a back marker in between P3 and P4. Russell in P3, just up in the distance there. How much will Karish attack with the back marker in the fray right now? Gets all out of shape, Surya, but will he move? Yes, he does, and that's good to see. Let me take a break. Let's just hear the sweet sound of this Formula 6 as he gets closer or further from the car. Back markers coming out of the pit right now. Swiftly getting out of the way. OJ trying to make a move on it, but Nayak just stopping him in his tracks. Now Surya is getting into the battle, and OJ gets out of the way. Interesting, and so does a couple of cars. I don't know, is this newfound pace for Surya? And he completely misses the braking marker and makes a fool of himself. As Uday is the lead car but is being slowed down quite extensively. But let's just move back into the battle. We've got cars slowly making their way through the end of sector 1 into this lovely sweeping left-hander, and in the distance is Dan Dictum, who has missed the corner, being waved blue flags, and probably get out of the way. Surya trying to, for whatever reason, trying to get back at Sidhu, who's at a comfortable P5. Chris, on the other hand, still close. Stone's throw away from Russell out there. But Naik, unfortunately, is already a lap down. So this is just the caliber of racing that we're seeing right now. Position 3 for Mr. Russell. I just want to see how that updates, because looks like Amit Kutty is now in P2, while Parikshit, that was a huge incident there by Faizan, and that almost took out Parikshit, but the battle for the lead Oh, what is that? He's stopped. No! That's not what you want to see. Unfortunate. I don't know if he's run out of gas, but the leader of the race is just stopped. And that's just gifted a win to. Oh, wait. Surya just got too close, too hot into that corner. So many more blue flags. Sidhu's inches away. You can see, just taste the fuel and the afterburn fuel coming out from the car ahead. Now that's how close he is right now. Let's go on board the cockpit cam and then see how close he gets to the car ahead. Very close indeed at the end of that chicane. Because will he think about making a move? Yes, he does! Sends one down the inside. And Chris Bye completely takes advantage of it and says thank you very much. But look at the insane exit he's got there. Wow! Look at him, they're going side by side into the start finish straight. Nothing between these two, but Sidhu gets some insane exit there and moves up into P3. I think that was the use of DRS, which Chris Bye for whatever reason did not use, and as a result Sidhu moves up into P3. Up ahead we got Russell in P2, quite close to Amit Kutty. Is just 4 seconds behind. I mean that might be a lot, yes, considering just the insane pace and consistency that these folks have. Yeah, probably it's quite far apart, but nonetheless, Chris Bye in P3, Sidhu in P4. That was a good move by him. Dan Dictum just shoving the likes of Masoom out of the way. He is in a lap or so ahead, but that is purely because Masoom did disconnect from the session. But look at the exit, man. Just swallowing up that, can't say dams, I don't really know which car it is, so I'm going to ignore. But that was a very sweet and simple move, but not for position, unfortunately. Faizan is going all over the place. Stinky did have to make that pit stop for whatever reason. Is moved down into P7, but he still has some beautiful little pace, and let's see if he can get closer and closer to the car ahead, which is Masoom. With that out of the way, Shalilak I think has been swallowed by Stinky. I will wait for confirmation on this as we go to the next lap. And Deepak Raj and Shalilak must have had an incident because their position has not been updated, and I can see that it looked like they were ahead of Stinky as of the start of the lap, and Stinky has made quick work of them and moved up into P5. Sweet stuff. Just jumping back, Surya is struggling. Our Batman has made great headway. He was really caught off guard and had a lot of damage in the beginning of the race, but he's kept it clean. The rest of the way made quick work of Babaji there. So kudos to him. Kudos to keeping it out there, weathering the storm, because it will pay back. True pace will show within a couple of laps and with time. Now Deepak Raj getting closer and closer. You can see the car ahead of Shalilak in the distance. Shalilak did have a brilliant start, but got just maneuvered by Chris Bye, and that's why he's down there. Faizan just doing his own thing as of right now. Stinky getting closer. You can see the next car ahead. No, that's not the next car ahead, but that is some news because wow, look at the gap that Masoom's already created in the span of a lap. It's already 2 corners, that's like 6+ seconds. There's a great pace from him out there. Moving ahead, Pranav and Surya and many other cars have just parked it and said, hey, this is enough. We're going to start from the back again in the reverse grid, because the condition is that you only get to um, you only get the full benefit of the full reverse grid if you finish the race. So if you get a DNF, you start where you are, right there in the back. Now, as the competition gets better and better in the closing stages of this race, Sidhu now even closer to Karish Bhai. He is man on a mission, if you don't mind me saying. And having said that, I go on the wrong car. Russell, on the other hand, is actually the gap has increased last time around, and we will just see what is that in a few seconds time. Just wait for that. The gap has increased. Oh, just by 1/10. So these guys are at good steady state. They are just cruising along. So let's actually just jump back a couple of sectors, because that's how big the gap is. Karish Bhai in P3, Sidhu in P4, and this is the hot battle on track. Oh, sorry for that epileptic warning. Wow, okay, looks like there are some other cars coming into the picture and have swiftly moved away. Let's jump. Okay, it doesn't look like it's staging, so I think I've done something wrong there, but yeah, gap has kind of stabilized between the pair of them as well. The leader is on the final lap, so not a lot of time left for him to make his move, or he can just stay back and take a chill pill. There is one more race, and that track position will definitely help him the next time around. If anyone's watching the stream and does want to take part, please do. You don't have a lot of time. You can still slot in for the next race and have a taste of good old single-seater F3 fun. As I say that, Amit Kutti has gone ahead and finished his first Grand Prix. Russell in P2, 3.2 seconds. That was a great lap from him. Hyrox not doing a lot there, and I have moved in the wrong direction because I believe Karish Bhai will be the third podium finisher of our first race in Imola, just inches away, if I may say so. Finishes in P4 Super Bolt, P15, P16, a lot of cars going through, and I already missed a car, but Stinky will now finish in P5. He started out quite further ahead, got sent out, had a lot of damage, but a good recovery dive from him to finish in P5. Just jumping back, seeing we've got Dan Tictum, we've got I'm Batman, who's going to be finishing in P6. Woo, that's great stuff. He was all the way down in P13 there, and he just kept it on track. Hey, you know what? Kudos to him. Fantastic finish there. In P7, I believe it is the car of Shadaluk. Yes, Kalra and Deepak Raj, 3 AC coordinators, 7, 8 and 9. Baba G going to be coming down in P10, just behind and that pairing. Faizan has won the race for whatever reason. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, and that has been it for race 1. Looks like Dwajin, our Drift King DJ, is coming in to the scene. And the curtains fall at the end of first race in Imola. First race of the new championship. Amit Kutti takes the win. Let's have a look at what kind of times they were putting across. The best lap from Amit Kutti, 1:31.5, 4/10 faster than Russell. So that's some supreme pace that he had. So he must have been taking it easy. Karish Bhai 34.5, man. Look at that, 3 seconds. I mean, that's some stupid amount of difference there. Stinky did have the pace much closer to Russell, but no, with that damage could not make the best of it. And now it's time for a reverse grid. They shake things up. Beast Slayer does start on top this time. Harry Rocks goes and comes back very quickly. That's a quick toilet break there, if I may say so. Masoom, strategic. I like this thinking. Of course, he didn't want to do it on purpose, but it is what it is right now. And the cars are lining up on the grid. We've got 5 lights. I will just quickly go back into the pits. If I can, yes I can. And have a look at the action that's unfolding. Got a much better start for, I don't know who it is, so just have to bear with me right now. Masoom already going into P2. Lot of wheel banging, so much wheel banging, pushing us around. We have cars going off in the distance, but so far so good from the rest of them. Pranav swiftly moving up into P9. We've got a very slow moving Faizan who's just losing positions left, right and center there. Harry Rocks keeping it out there. Shot a luck. Wow, that's been a great start from him. He's already going round the outside but gets squeezed and gets touched by Harry Rocks, and that's a lot of action going around in the same corner as the last time around. This corner does not seem to get any better, and it just does not disappoint. This beautiful little left-hander is catching so many people off guard, so many deaths, and just FC chat, people. Just FC chat is all we need for the heroics going on right now in Imola. Completely gets on the grass, misses his braking point, does not get any sort of footing into that, and he goes into the dirt. Amit Koti also, just you know what, he says, I don't need this. I want to start at my own time, and you can see how far he is from the rest of the field. And so is Chris Bhai. I mean, what's going on? They catch them off guard because Amit Koti just screams past him and says, thank you very much. We've got, oh, Parikshit. That was an unfortunate moment because we've got 3 more cars just losing it, just fighting it into each other at the chicane. I can imagine that because many cars do like the alternate line, just sending it through it. But having said that, Masoom, P1, P2, we'll have to wait. Babaji now, yes, he did start in P10 and now he's in P2, so great stuff from him. Kalra in P3, the AC coordinators, P3 and P4, Pranav in P5, also keeping it clean. Let's go on for a different angle. Because Dan Dictum is going to be swallowed by because I'm Batman, because he is Batman. But a bit of a touch there, going side by side, and there's a huge collision. He could not keep it on track and so couldn't because I'm Batman. Sidhu also follows the same road. Gets the move done on, I forget his name, Dan Dictum. And yeah, 3 cars in the span of 2 corners. And yeah, he's already moved down into P10. But having said that, oh, you see him really just miss the braking marker once again. And because I'm Batman, he's now in P7. Now P6 is Russell. He kept it clean. He was started in P, I believe like 14 or 15, just ahead of Amikoti, and he just slammed through the field. Just look at the amount of difference that there is between Russell and Amikoti. I mean, they're so far apart right now. Pranav is getting closer and closer to Deepak Raj, but will Russell get him first? Let's wait and find out. 4 cars very close to each other within probably a span of 2 seconds. Is all that separates P2 and P5. Will he make a move going into it? He's got DRS wide open using all of that slipstream. Will he brake late or will there be another Portas? Russell incident. He pushes him wide, does not want to go onto that sausage curb. Keeps it alive, both cars in this battle. Very spicy stuff there. Thinking around a move around the outside. Yes! Little bit of love tap. 2 cars taking each other out. And Russell from P5 goes into P3. Oh, superb stuff. I know, is that P2? No, it is P3. My bad. 3 positions for Pranav as well. Unfortunate that Deepak Raj, the 2 AC coordinators, not happy with their decisions and just taking each other out. I mean, yes, I'd love to see that battle and all that action happening on track instead of outside. But this is not exactly how I imagined it. Well, we've got Amit Kuti now in P10. Harry Rocks making it, losing all sorts of grip, getting Amit Kuti out of shape there. That's rare to see, and just shows you how difficult this car is to just keep it in control at all points in time. And moments like that really did catch him off guard. But yes, nonetheless, he does get a position, moves up into P9. One more tussle there. Who is it this time? We've got I'm Batman, and we've got Aditya Kalra, who had that bit of a tussle there. Kalra already moving down 3 positions as a result of that. Believe that was Surya, who just very graciously gets out of the racing line. And now Tanish, he's been waiting for some action all race long. Oh, that's a very late move by Surya, and that Tanish will not be happy with that. That is going to be furious stuff. Behind him, Stinky, superb, supremo speed, completely overtakes him before the braking point, and as if Surya was still, and he kind of did feel like it. There was also some contact there with him and Tanish, and he is the big loser there. Shalalak in P11, just getting past Tanish there, and Parikshit in the midst of all this sneakily gets through and say, you know what, thanks very much, man, I'm going to take that position off you, Shalalak, and moves up into P10. Ooh, that was some close stuff. Tanish getting a much better exit, getting Shalalak out of shape the dirty way, admittedly. But trying to move around the outside, but that's not going to work. And Shalalak now moves up into P12. Uday Sidhu now in P11. I mean, he did have a great drive last time around, and I do not know what it is about Parikshit that caused him to stop, but he is on a charge right now because of the DNF. He had to start behind Amit Kuti, and now he's lining up a move, going over the long way around to the next left-hander. Brakes quite late, I mean much later than Sidhu there. You can see those arrows flashing by, but supreme exit and moves up into P. I'll have to wait, I really don't know what position it is. But Tanish now getting a much better exit. Sidhu just getting caught off guard, having to defend from the position, going side by side. Let's see how it fares out. Ooh, beautiful graphic there. Slightly ahead. Who breaks latest? It's quite equal there. Parikshit getting a little off guard. Tanish getting a beautiful exit. And will he send one down the inside? Thinks about it. Side by side into the next corner. But smart move to just lay back a bit. Gonna get another chance. He's got great pace right now. And yeah, as battle carries on. Sidhu still doesn't have the pace that these two have, and is kind of being left in the dust there. Aditya Kalra and Stinky was rocking the same colors. Everyone taking a lot of liberties there with the track extensions. But Parikshit now in P9. Oh, that's quite a late dive, if you will, from Tanish. How will it fare? See the rear view mirrors. Parikshit kind of off kilter there with all of that motion ahead of him, and there's a tap. Yes, Tanish was unable to figure out what kind of a motion was going on. Ooh, Shalalak getting across by the skin of his teeth there. And that's a happy ending, at least for one of them. Sidhu gonna make it a very easy path and moves up into P9. Kalra there gonna disappointed with that move, just going a little deep there, and Uday will take those moves any day, all day long. There's a Batman, is in P7. Stinky now, super close to Deepak Raj. He's kept it clean and quite consistent. You definitely saw it last time around with that pace as well, with the 132.9. I don't know how he's faring this time around. But will he send one around the outside? No. Tries for a switchback move. Deepak Raj says, you know what, just have it. I don't need it anymore. And just exits stage left. Alright. Ignore that. It's just my internal body also enjoying this race very, very much. Russell in P4. Pranav in P3. Wow. He's kept it there. Some good fast clean racing from all of them. Who's in P2? Not Faizan, I can tell you that much. Babaji in P2 right now stayed there for the entirety of the race, so it does to show that he's got pace. He did not have a good time last time around, but he's definitely in the hunt. Just 2 seconds behind Masoom. Now the smart man going to be walking away with 25 points the second time around. So let us see how he does. Russell close, not too much though. 20 seconds between P1 and P3, another 4 seconds to Russell. Deepak Raj has been cleared by Stinky, so Stinky is now hot on the tail, another 5 seconds behind Russell. Deepak Raj and Sidhu are, the next battle that we will see. Anything else close on track? Not really. Oh, yes, I do have one. Well, I say that, Nantikdam just botches it, just gets out of the way of his teammate, and Parikshit now going to be hot on the tail of the car ahead, who is, it is Sidhu. So yeah, I think it's around 5-6 seconds. You can see him in the backdrop there. That was nice to see, but let's wait for him to get a little closer there. 9 minutes, we're halfway, a little over halfway into the race. A lot of rain around me, so if you do get some nice background noise, do enjoy it. It is lovely weather out here right now in Bangalore. Deepak Raj seeing a spun. Faizan right ahead of him luckily gets out and gets out of it with no harm done. That could have ended very, very bitterly for him. But Sidhu also completely unfazed by that and just charges through him like he was even there. He wasn't even there. And this is going to be, we're going to be sizing up a move very, very, very soon. Let's see how he does. Oh, a bit of a lock up there. No ABS on Deepak Raj's car. And I don't know why he's given that handicap, maybe for the sake of realism. But this is how close DRS on very quickly for the pair of them. But the effect is simply much better on Super Bolt's car. Very, very close. Going to go down the inside into turn 1. Braking quite early. Deepak Raj smoking his tires round the outside and keeps the position. Nice defensive maneuver there. Unfortunately, Super Bowl doesn't get a good enough exit either, and he has to stick around, stay behind him. That's some neat racing though. Clean, and both drivers live to tell a tale. Oh, having said that, I might have jinxed it. Super Bowl just sends one down the inside, really compromises his line, Deepak Raj's line. It's like a nice block pass, and Parikshit is going to be like rubbing his little fingers and say, hey, come here little boys, I need you for breakfast. Deepak Raj going very wide and he just sends it and is into the wall, and that is just another little way of saying, you know what, I'm a head out. This racing is not for me. Parikshit now, woohoo, look at how close he is. Going to send one down the inside, yes he does, but he completely misses the chicane. Gets the worst possible exit, but a nice little block pass from him, and he gets the move done. Nice little stop there. Will Sidhu think of a move? Oh, he taps him in the rear, taps him again, but both of them keep alive. A little bit of damage will have been caused with the front wing of Sidhu there, and Parikshit happily moves up. 7. Oh, B-Slayer is just coming across the track. Will this cause any issues for the pair of them? Let's wait and find out. Because Russell has been caught off because he's heated up his tires and he's out of the race. He's spun out again. This is very, very annoying stuff indeed to get a hold of. Those tires once hot, it's just never going to take an age to calm down again. So he's lost 3 positions as a result of that. I hope it was not because of contact and mistake by himself, but that's a little rare coming from Russell. Regardless, because of Batman also has got a position from this. I don't know if it was a contact with him. He is on medium compound tires and he is closing on Stinky. Ooh, or is it the other way around? Has Stinky already disposed of Batman and moved up into P4? Let's actually wait and see how this battle unfolds. There is a bit of a gap, a little over a second. Pranav also probably the next one on the radar for Stinky. Man, but great pace from him. No other way to put it. Stinky has been showing great pace, and Pranav is only 6 seconds. Babaji has made a mistake. He was only 2 seconds behind Masoom, and now he's 20 seconds behind Masoom. So Masoom is chilling. Now we've got DJ who's just putting in some rubber there, but Masoom is flying out of track. 132.7 is his best lap there. So that is the state of affairs as of right now. Amit Kotti, well, got a feel for him. He was the winner of race 1, but just the sheer amount of damage that our lovely racers around him have been able to just drag him down and beat him to a pulp. He's down in P13. Unfortunate for him. So it doesn't matter how good you are in IRC, it's all down to luck. Russell, well, he had an opportunity. He was up in P4 at one point in time, and now he's come crashing down into P12. And yeah, it's funny enough, these two are in reverse, role reversal, but still close to each other. That's nice to see. Sherlock getting a bit of damage there. He's down in P11. A lot of incidents going all around him as well. Now, the battle between Aditya Kalra and Karish. Now, I believe that is the closest one on track right now. I believe there is one more, which is because I'm Batman. But having said that, he just sent it. Stinky just sent it and just completely disposed of him. But let's stay on board with this action. We got Karish getting a much better exit. Will he send one down the inside? Nope, he thinks better of it. By this time, breaks so much later. I mean, it's funny how late he can break. But as a result of it, gets a little bit of damage. Much better exit there. He goes side by side and gets the move done already before the start finish line even starts. That's great stuff. Race by, moving up to P9 now. Moving up the field, DJ already celebrating his late arrival to the race. Stinky in P4. Babaji is being hunted down. Oh wait, I've been leave. He's made a mistake, and now Pranav is in P2. Oh, shame. He's doing so well, and I say that he gets on the grass, and he's now heavily defending on Stinky. Will Stinky send one on the outside? No. Thinks of a switchback. Very cautious way through the entire chicane complex there, and we wait and watch to see what kind of an exit he gets. Breaks quite evenly, the pair of them. Pranav gets all onto the grass there, and this battle is getting spicier and spicier by the lap. So let's stay on board with these folks and see how it ends. Oh, Pranav's lost it. He's jumped the bomb. He's jumped the gun. And he's hit Babaji in the process and almost tried to take Stinky as well. But now as a result of it, because our Batman's going to go around the outside. No, he doesn't. Unfortunately, he is not able to get that overspeed. Stinky and Batman go wide. And who comes back? Our very own Babaji, and moves up a position around the outside, gets much better exit and has a lot more corner speed. Now very close to Stinky. Now here's the real question. Does Stinky have damage? Are his tires worn out? And does he have enough of a pace to just push through? Because the Batman is also very close to the battle right now. And let's see how this one fares out, because this is super spicy stuff. Babaji going very wide. I'm pretty sure they've been abusing those track limits all day long. It simply does not exist in there for whatever reason. Babaji gets a lockup. Getting a little out of shape there. I'm Batman. Going around on the outside the track. I mean, come on. Nah, you can't do that, man. For sure. You gotta have some respect for your drivers to go outside the track and get a move done. But hey, it is what it is. He gets the move done, however disgusting it is. Batman is in P3 and Stinky in P2. Having said that, Baba is not going to be giving up anytime soon. Who's going to go down the inside? And there's another moment. It is Russell and Bottas. And the IRC version right here, ladies and gentlemen. That is some amazing fireworks. They didn't even make it to P1. Just lighting up their tires. But this battle might have been very interesting for them. But as a result of it, Parikshit is now on the back of them. Now they're going to have a lot of damage, debris on their tires, and also very hot. And they're probably not going to have enough space to make it make another charge. Babaji is now in P3, but Parikshit very hot on the tail of because of Batman. This battle is spicing up. But it is what it is. It looks like they are all coming around, still close to each other. Masoom has already started his final lap. He's out of here. There's nothing more to talk about that man. He just ended, kept it clean. We know how good he is in ACC and F1, and this is just another game to show how well he can drive. So yeah, we've got one more lap, just a second separating the three of them. Let's see how it goes across as we go on to the final lap. Because I'm Batman, quite close to him, using all the slipstream, and that's the end of the race, I believe. Yeah, it is. My bad. That's the end of the race. I do like to make a fool of myself. So just coming across the line, Parikshit unfortunately could not get the better of them. Russell is enjoying some lovely fireworks and a lot of epilepsy warnings. I do apologize for that. Unfortunately, Amit Kuti could not get to it at the end of it, so we'll have to settle for P8. But yeah, a lovely race nonetheless. Has been a fantastic show from all our drivers, and there's so much more to come. So this has been round 1 of a Formula 3 championship. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I really don't know if it's a podium celebration is one to watch because of the insanity that happened there. They're probably all at each other's throats right now, so just let things cool down. Thank you again everyone for watching. We've got Silverstone, all 3 rounds of all 3 tiers of it. We've got a lot more action, lot more of our tier 1 drivers coming in, reporting in for action and for duty tomorrow night. So stick around. 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. IST Saturday. 2:30 is the race timing for tier 3 and 8:30 p.m. for our tier 2. We've got full grids everywhere, so don't miss the action. Until next time, it's been your host Kapil A6. See you next time.